So here I am back in Visual Studio, and of course, remember, you can use the techniques for any kind of Selenium WebDriver binding that you want, or any kind of automation tool that you want. All these techniques are applicable to any language that you want to use. But again, my flavor of choice is Selenium WebDriver with C#. So I'm going to go ahead and wire up a test here. Let me add the test attribute. The way I like to write my tests is I like to use test-driven development in order to drive the creation of my automation framework. The reason that I like to use test-driven development is because it allows you to write the test first in English language, and then you can implement the code for that actual test. It makes the tests much more readable and allows you to lay out your page objects as you need them. Also, it follows the YAGNI principle that says you ain't gonna need it, because it allows you to only code whatever you need at the time, which makes your automation very fast and very efficient. So we can actually copy over a bunch of this, actually all of this, because it does the login, and then we validate that we are at the student dashboard page, which is fantastic. And then we need to add a few extra steps of clicking the login, clicking the link that's going to take us to the course, and then validating that the course is actually opened. So using the student dashboard page, I'm going to resume the user interactions course. Does that make sense? And then, of course, that's going to return a page for me that is going to be called user interactions course page. So, of course, the compiler is complaining because these methods are not yet implemented, but we're going to implement them. So when we click the resume user interactions course, that's going to return us a user interactions course page. Let's go ahead and take a look at that again. So over here at the student dashboard, resume course, okay? So that's that, and then we pull up the page, and then we need to validate that the course is opened appropriately. And so that's just an assertion. So that's just an assertion that we're at the right page. And then there's an error message just in case this fails. So now we kind of we wired out our test. Now we just need to implement the methods.